So Ed, in your experience, how prepared are families for managing their estate when they lose a loved one?
I think a lot of families are surprised by the sort of the shock and how difficult that period can be, not just from an emotional point of view, but from the administration and the sort of side of looking after the probate process and trying to find out where everything is.
Yeah. And what are some of the key things that people should tell their beneficiaries that they really need to know?
So when it comes to talking to your beneficiaries, I think it's just having that conversation in the first instance before a big life event, before they lose a loved one, being as prepared as possible and having that conversation about where everything is, what everything is for, and sharing that with their beneficiaries just to make it as easy as possible.
So there's actually two things to really think about. One is, where do I find everything? And secondly, what is the purpose of those documents and what your loved one's actually trying to provide for?
Exactly, having the conversation and knowing, why these policies are in place or why certain things have been left to a certain beneficiary can really help.
What are the parts of the probate process that are usually the most stressful for beneficiaries?
Most families really struggle with actually the length of time that probate can take. And at the same time, whilst going through this whole probate process, there's the worry, the uncertainty of, if you don't know beforehand what the estate might be worth, and am I going to be getting an inheritance tax bill? Where is everything? And all of that happens over quite a stressful period, an emotional period where, they've just lost a loved one.
So to summarise, what would you say are the three key takeaways around this process?
My three key takeaways would be to have the conversation with your family as early as possible, know where everything is, so know what policies are for what and where they are. And lastly would be to have an idea of what your estate is valued at well ahead of time.
That's really helpful. Thank you so much, Ed.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.